afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I think we had a discussion with one of our panel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Because we are not privy to that. What all discussions, general discussion might have happened. Still, if anything,
Yes.
repetition is there, please. And you belong to Sambal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sambal, details of Sambal. Sambal is why important and all, you know that. And you have written
Yes,
mobile
sir.
photography as your hobby. And
Yes, sir.
yeah, there I think I don't know how because mobile is just as a camera and self-adjusting and everything is a camera. That normally in photography it has a skill, the normal
Yes, sir.
skill, but mobile is a I don't know how you have to explain how mobile
Yes, sir.
it adds to your skill or you add skill is added. Mobile as a tool, mobile technology as a tool. Okay. And you have
Yes,
also
sir.
mentioned social innovation and social enterprise
Yes.
in your DAF. Yeah, that also social enterprise is it is an important concept nowadays.
Yes.
That- yeah, a lot of you have to little study about social innovations,
Yes.
social enterprise, how they help the society. Even many people after some experience in economic activities, they switch to social enterprise.
Sir.
Though earlier it is generally it was an NGO, now it has become an enterprise also. It earns and it helps the society also. Okay. And you are coming from UP. I feel is women safety and women development schemes in Government of India as well as in UP. Those will be generally important. The
Sir.
whatever some case has happened with your UPS study, the court has given it bail to a
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
That is not important. That is okay. That is a legal process and all.
Yes, sir.
Then what happen? What I feel is after another few years, CBI might go to an appeal. Something might come out in after some days or so. Those time that is why those things will be human development scheme, safety and others. There becomes important. Even in Sambal also there was a fake encounter case. If you follow districts, there was some case was there, and you can also because though UP is
Yes,
very
sir.
large, law and order, many things have been done in the law and order, maintenance and law and order. Okay, a lot of
Yes,
schemes
sir.
in government UP Uttar Pradesh, those important schemes as well. Still, it is a challenge also.
Sir.
It has a different what I was an outsider I feel it. It is about social aspects also in this economic social aspect as well as some criminal elements also.
Yes, sir.
Those and communal tensions also. These UP has that because different areas, population wise, and any
Yes, sir.
otherwise also. Okay, and constitutional amendment with respect to women empowerment.
Sir.
Yeah, that I will because all those things and recent the air quality index in northern Delhi is particular in most of the northern towns, including
Yes, sir.
Lucknow, Ghaziabad, Noida. You name a town, bigger town, every town
Yes,
is
sir.
affected by this. And
Yes, sir.
today, there was another finding was that, especially for Delhi, we have a thermal power plants in Haryana very near to Delhi, Jhajjar. See, that
Yes.
is
Yes, sir.
operating, yeah. Then that may you might feel that they suggest some study has suggested that they need particular type of control, sulfur with respect to sulfur. Right? If we can read it and
Yes,
all.
sir.
Yeah, that might reduce the PM 2.5 content. There are things and whether
Yes, sir.
what happened to beaching model, they stopped some kilometer range, they stopped all such activities. Whether whether we will go for that or some discussion might be there, that type of discussion. And space, especially ISRO, yesterday's
Sir.
6-ton commercial satellite was put in lower orbit for a telecommunication purpose from US. Okay, satellite. And
Yes.
this was a first time, I think, a heavy launch vehicle, and it will be used for further Chandrayans.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because these people
Yes,
discussions.
sir.
January there will be articles, some active discussion will be happening with it. And along with that, when we think of Chandrayaan,
Yes, sir.
earlier Chandrayaan also we should know. When you say Chandrayaan, earlier when it's successful, what happened, what was the importance of that, and where did it land?
Yes, sir.
We got any input from that and all. Okay. And religious tourism circuits in Uttar Pradesh. A lot of tourism is happening in Uttar Pradesh. They
Yes,
have
sir.
made tourism circuits in Uttar Pradesh. And
Yes, sir.
yeah. And labor code, SIR is happening in intensive revision. And
Yes,
it's a Supreme Court decision. Supreme Court is also hearing the case. Well, how is the Supreme Court views? What is the arguments put before the Supreme Court? And what is exactly the Representative People's Act as a provision for revision?
yes,
And,
sir.
what is the provisions and Election Commission of India? What are the guidelines and what are the challenges and all? Okay, higher education bill. Finally, direct tax code bill. Your income tax bill is, but you are in IRS now, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, income tax code bill, the indirect tax, the contribution to the budget, and why personal tax is more than the corporation taxes.
Sir.
Yeah, personal tax is more than what you collect from the corporates.
Yes, sir.
And in spite of the corporates tax reduced in 2019, and they invest, what was expected was they will invest in capital investment will happen, but did not happen. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that did not. And
Yes, sir.
another thing, finally, though you are not a technical, artificial intelligence knowledge should be there. Different different models, no?
Sir.
LLMs, your chat GPT and or AI mission of India and data privacy in privacy bill, small AI mission, how much you are spending, startup India, skill India, these things, schemes of related to Prime Minister, Gati Shakti, so many schemes with respect to Ayushman Bharat, health, education, hmm, and objectives of the schemes. Okay. And,
Sir.
yeah. And the labor code, many things happen. International relation, I think sir might have discussed in detail. Uh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah, they have discussed in detail, I think, most of the things. And madam will have some input from.
Sure. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Pa. Both of you would have given some of the areas where you need to focus on. I will give the general picture. For any DAF preparation, you need to have a complete picture of your state, Uttar Pradesh, and your district. First, make a economic indicator, the economic profile of the state, the GDP, poverty, inequality, HDI, the gender inequality, and similarly the social indicators, health indicators. You need to have a statistic figure in comparison with the India overall, and the trend also in recent years, whether the value has increased or decreased, and with the reason, the change in the trend also you need to have, right? And again, regarding the DAF, your optional subject PSIR, again more with the changes in the geopolitical trend, the war happening, and the role of India. Should India mediate the international conflicts, or what is the position of India, or what are the consequences, or that should be studied in detail. The recent events. Okay, since your optional is PSIR, they expect more from you, right? And your sports, sir, as I've already told, mobile for photography and playing cricket. It sounds very common, but the questions could be of various aspects, like cricket versus non-cricket sports in India, the scope of indigenous sports, the challenges of
Yes, sir.
young athletes, or especially the gender inequality in sports. You can bring in the gender role there, right? So that is again very, very important. And from your prizes and medals, the question could be from the startup ecosystem. The startup ecosystem in India, the innovations, why India is lagging in innovation, right? These are some areas which you need to focus on. And coming to Uttar Pradesh, three important aspects: the gender, as sir have mentioned, women safety, so gender issues, communal issues, employment issues. These are some issues, social issues, where you need to focus as respect to Uttar Pradesh. Apart from that, current affairs, self-awareness as well as the issue of national and international importance. Since you have appeared for interview and been in service, you are well aware the interview panel can lead the interview in two ways. One is on DAF oriented or current affairs or opinion oriented. Okay, so limit your answers to one or two sentences. With the supplementary question, explain or elaborate your answers. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's my side. Wish you all the best. That's all, sir.
Dave, you want to ask anything?
Sir, what are the areas that I need to focus particularly in IRS? Matlab, in how much depth I need to go into the
Because I think
department?
you joined just recently, I think. Huh?
Yes, sir, but my interview is on 11th February. So by then it has been 2 months. So I am
Yeah.
expecting more of questions from the service.
Whatever, see, during roughly on 1 month time now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you will be in the academy?
Yes, sir. I'm in academy, sir, in Nagpur.
Academy, no? Like not is it FC is going on or academic input?
Sir, the induction training phase 1 is going on, sir.
From the income tax department.
Yes, sir. At NADT Nagpur.
NADT Nagpur, yeah. Then they will be discussing many of the things related to you, related to the taxation only, mostly. The different schemes, whatever the
Yes,
things
sir.
they will be
Yes, sir.
discussing. Because no, you cannot get into, they will not
Sir.
ask you the working thing. No one will get into the working of the services. Okay, basic
Yes, sir.
outline of the services, they might be interested in figures, the
Yes,
figure
sir.
collections and any, because generally what you have prepared in the mains, most of the things, you will be actually facing in details here, studying in details. And
Yes,
budget,
sir.
budget will be, mostly it will be out when your interview, it will be there.
Yes, sir.
Budget becomes also important activity.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And
Sir.
that much is a thing. I think income tax bill recently passed. That is a direct co.
Yes, sir.
What are the different features, important features?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And corporate tax, indirect, these both different taxes, different slabs. Last time this will be the next. I don't think so much can be expected. Much can be expected. But only thing is nature of questions.
Sir.
The depth, they might expect a little more from the person who already the officers in the service. But we have to answer as a candidate, not as a, because we are a candidate before the UPSC only. Though we are
Yes,
in
sir. Yes,
service,
sir.
though we are in service, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in service. Sometimes that back of the mind happens, na? Whether to be with opinion should be government opinion or that will be there. Sometimes it might appear whenever the opinions are asked, particularly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. We should be stick to the factuals and rules, situation type of question sometimes. That
Sir.
anything other than this here?
No, sir. That was from all from our side, sir. Thank
Yeah,
you.
anyway. Good luck, dear, because we didn't hear we had a DAP session.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, then otherwise, how was your interview last time?
Sir, I scored 150 last time. So that's why I was more worried about this time
No, you will
because
get better. You will get better. Don't worry.
yes, sir.
Because that confidence. Another thing is, there is a difference between appearing for a interview last year, appearing for interview this year.
Sir.
The confidence levels will be different.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is there. Okay, one thing is that be fearless, be happy, answer it. What is it? Nothing you are losing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For sure,
Whatever
sir.
you will gain only. Okay.
Sir.
Good luck then.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.